Guys, what's up? I'm gonna be reviewing the Dangerzone series. I don't know if we're doing one shot. I'm gonna do a 2 video blog special on it and give you my thoughts on the series. If you're a fan of the motorcycle genre movies, Dangerzone, so far what I'm seeing from 1 and 2 is very enjoyable. One is about this undercover cop. I mean, it's nothing new in the genre with the undercover cop did, as he had to infiltrate this bike again. They do deal with drugs. Meanwhile, there's also obstacles with these 6 teenage girls in a way have a gig to go to Las Vegas to become sinners and stuff to win a contract in this contest. But they call break down. They went to this ghost town, and suddenly these motorcycle gangs caught these girls in they drug operation pretty much. So they captured them, and pretty much they don't want to like mess with them and stuff. So it's pretty much it's like a survivor with the 6 girls. How they had to fight off the motorcycle gang with the help of the undercover cop, and in Dangerzone 2. Dangerzone 2 actually I think was much more. Right now, I think Dangerzone 2 is right now my favorite because it was like a little bit of character development, and it's the same thing again. This time, the sequel takes off right after part one, when the undercover cops stopped the main villain in the first movie, Reaper, and Reaper is free from jail in a way, in Dangerzone 2, and Reaper wanted revenge against the undercover cop that stopped him. So he decided to have him and his gang kidnap his woman, disrespect her, and then he told the undercover cop, "You want your woman back? You come for me," you know. And he started having his men leave clues for him, like photos of his woman and riddles in the back of the photos. Meanwhile, the undercover cop finds friends that will to help him along the way during his trip. You know, he meets like a shaman. He meets a woman, a female stripper who has something to do with Reaper in the past and wants revenge against Reaper. Met like this lawyer who's like one of the lawyers that kind of help Reaper get out in a way. So it's pretty much they all want Reaper for something, you know. And you get your battle when Wade is gonna try his best to save his girlfriend and stop Reaper's drug operation. Well, you know, in the movie, and all in all, like in Danger Zone 1 and 2, both action scenes was really enjoyable. But I think Danger Zone 2 have much better action scenes and more like character development. I mean, for a motorcycle movie, it was pretty like a spaghetti western, a little bit like a spaghetti western style feel to the movie, you know. But both are like Danger Zone 1 and 2. If you want to have a copy of this movie, it's only on VHS, never released on DVD. It's sad that never released on DVD, but check out Video Dust 84 on ioffer.com. He is giving away the whole series in a set, actually 1, 2, 3, and 4, which I'll be talking about next. Danger Zone 4 is actually called Death Rider. But what's interesting about the Danger Zone series, what I know so far, is actually it's the same hero through the 4 movies, what I read from the description on IMDb, but also the same villain throughout the whole 4 movie, Reaper. So it's gonna be pretty interesting to see what 3 and 4 delivers. Excuse me. What the hell was that? Anyway, peace, guys. See you later. Everyone, what's up? Today I'll be talking about the Danger Zone franchise. This is part 2, the final part. As I talk about Danger Zone 3 and Danger Zone 4, aka Death Riders. But it's really Death Rider by itself. This time, Danger Zone 3 picks up right after part 2, where our character, the undercover cop, and where at the end you got this kid. He's like reading a comic book on his adventure this time. It's kind of weird though, but it was like, okay, I guess they want to do it that route. But our hero Olsen, or I think his name is Wade Olson, if I'm corrected. But anyway, the undercover cop, he goes to the cemetery to visit his girl. If you saw part 2, his girlfriend was shot, taken to the hospital. Well, in part 3, she died on the operating table of the bullet. She didn't survive it. So now he's like the loner kind of guy. Later on in the movie, at the beginning, guess what? It's Reaper's the main villain again, and Reaper got freed from his these other bikers freed him while he was going to jail. So now Reaper's is free, and this time he's looking for Confederate gold because he had this map when he was in prison. So he's looking for the other half of the map with his bike again to find this gold, while the undercover cop Olsen is on his trail. And this time you get some returning characters in Danger Zone 3. You got the Rainmaker, aka the Shaman guy from part 2, and plus you got Skin, the lady who was like the mama for Reaper in the very first movie. She comes back in Danger Zone 3 as they have to work together to stop Reaper and his bike again. And you know, as the movie progressed, Reaper finally got his goal, and you get your final battle with him and Olsen going at it. And of course, guess what? He shot Reaper. He thought Reaper's dead. But at the ending, you see, like in a comic book form, that Reaper's like still alive, holding on to the rope underneath the well. Now in Death Riders, aka Dangerzone 4, now this movie took another direction because it wasn't really a movie. It was like in Death Riders, aka Dangerzone 4, what they did, they spliced 1, 2, and 3 together, and that's supposed to be like that's what I guess that's why they really call it Dangerzone 4. They decided to call it Death Riders and making a movie on its own, but it's just like 1, 2, and 3 spliced together. Pretty much that's all. And the final part of the splice is Dangerzone 3. You know, you got 2 scenes with Dangerzone 2 in it, and a couple scenes with Dangerzone 1 in it. You know, so it was kind of weird, you know, just to splice a movie and call it a, you know, like a sequel to a fourth to Dangerzone series. So really, if you think about it, Dangerzone is really a trilogy than a quadrilogy. So whatever. But anyway, I did. Besides Death Riders, we can skip that one. I enjoyed Dangerzone 1, 2, and 3, but I think Part 2 was much more better because like it was much more hardcore in my opinion. You know. Anyway, peace, guys. See you later.